Oh.
Oh, now, and then he joins. Alright, gang. Welcome back to the show. The show that critics call... What was that show? I've never heard of it. Savage World Superheroes. Escalation Campaign. Session 13. How's everybody doing?
Doing
Drugs.
good.
There's your bennies. And I learned from our other campaign that's not live streamed so I locked it so you guys can't draw cards. You shifty bitches.
Ah, but you're ruining all the fun.
I know. That's the plan. So, last time, you guys were approached by the wizard Zid. We got a job for you. He said there's a magical sanctum where a gong is being held, and servants of an enigmatic man named the Sorcerer are going to go steal that gong, and you guys went to go stop them. You pretty much kicked the shit out of the Sorcerer's two... Well, it was really just Gravlock and, of course, Ghost. But then you were attacked by, well, ninjas. You bested the ninjas, and they fled, and you took your two prisoners and returned back to the HQ. And you were questioning Ghost, and he said that a new villain is in town who's trying to take over the crime syndicate. The power vacuum you guys left by kicking the shit out of all the major gangs in the city. So, this new person, I don't remember if he gave you his name, but if not, I'm giving it to you now. He goes by Shatter. And according to Ghost, he's, some, obviously super, who killed his girlfriend and then disappeared into, East Asia, and then has come back to the United States for nefarious reasons. Everybody caught up?
For the most part.
Alright. You guys were... I don't know if you were debating whether or not to let Ghost free, because he gave you all that information. That was the reason why he gave you all that information.
Well, I'm a man of my
Yes, we were
words.
talking
So.
about it.
Alright.
Let him float like a fart in the wind.
Alright, so you guys decided to let him loose?
No, we haven't decided that yet.
Okay.
I mean, we're not just gonna. Oh yeah, we're just gonna let them loose out the base. Hey, here's a location.
Well, I believe Andrew said last time that you guys would just knock him out again.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I don't care. I'm knock them out, set them free, or put them in front of the police station. I don't care. Hey,
Well, yeah. I mean, the police are not adequately prepared to incarcerate a man who can phase through solid walls. What are you doing, Roke?
of course I don't.
I'm feeding my cats.
Fair enough.
I'm glad we all
Sure,
get to
we just-
listen
I say-
now.
I say we just let
Oh.
them free. Like Rope let the food free on his cats.
Alright, so you guys are... Is this decision... Oh, you guys come to a consensus? You're gonna let Ghost free?
Yep.
Okay.
That's fine with me, as long as we do it in a smart way.
Right. Alright, so let's just blaze past that. I'm not too interested in dwelling on that for too long. Ghost is now free. What do you guys do next? What's your next move?
No, we still got grab walk. Let's
Tie
set the-
Gravlock to a pole and take turns beating her up.
Alright.
That's a choice you could make.
Okay, I have a three-way on grab walk.
No, no. I don't know how you construed that. Out of that.
Andrew approves.
Is that what you got from that?
Well, we have Gravelock. Great question, Ghost. I don't know how much more Gravelock is gonna know. So, yeah, I'll leave that up to you guys.
So we know that the sorcerer is in town, and
Well, you don't know he's in town. He just has interest in town.
right. But I
He's
mean,
in
he has to have some kind of connections, presence. So, I'm going out on a limb here, I guess then, but something here that's allowing him to coordinate his events.
All right. So,
Um,
do you guys want to question Gravelock?
Lobbyists.
Yes,
that, I was gonna
lobbyists.
say,
Some influential white people.
I was going to recommend that we start perusing the underground occult. You know, going to those gothic nightclubs.
Which are just
whatever the
rife
case
with
might
wizardry.
be. Well,
If anything Hollywood has taught me, it's that all those people who think they're into magic shit, someone in there's into real magic shit.
but you would find you don't always need a powerful wizard. Sometimes you just need a warm body. You know, a zealot.
True. True. A cultist, if you will.
Yeah.
All right. So you're not
I mean,
questioning
that's my
Gravelock?
idea. You guys come up with something. I mean, I can't rightly think of any questions other than, you know, tell us more than what Ghost did, and no, I'm not giving you a piece of paper to draw on.
Good call, I'd say.
Yeah, I don't have any questions for her.
I can't think of any.
Okay.
Well,
So there she lies.
Right,
Still,
just give her to the police.
she's coming to, and she realizes she's trapped. Are you guys still in the holding cell? Well, I suppose at this point we've time jumped, right? So she's been awake for a while, because obviously you let Ghost out, and we just skipped past that. But I assume you have a camera on your prison cells, and
Oh, I hope so.
don't you have two of these assassins also
Special.
in captivity?
yeah, they're
Yes.
not talking.
Yes, but those are not also they're in the normal cells.
They're not gonna talk.
Right. Okay.
Alright.
When
Alright,
you
well,
return
time for me to
back to
executions.
your HQ after letting Ghost free again, you look at the cameras and both of the assassins are on the ground, not moving.
Oh, they took their cyanide pills. I do say that in character.
I go get a broomstick, and I'm gonna start poking at them through the bars in the cells.
They are not moving.
Like at the cleaning lady.
If you open the door, make sure there's plenty of us around.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're all there.
Okay. You're all
I
there?
want to make it known now, if we're visiting the prisoners, I'm always in my Zeus form.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so as you guys come in and you're Indigo Shade is poking one of the assassins. What kind of setup do you have on the nullifier cells? Is it kind of like a force field?
Yeah, you remember he said it was like kind of like
glass.
Oh
like
yeah,
that
okay, like
Iron
plexiglass.
Man
Okay, well,
that low-key thing.
Gravelock
Yeah.
is knocking on the glass because obviously you can't hear her voice because of the the sealed nature of it. You can
I
hear
pull
a
down my
faint
pants and
tapping.
moon her.
What the
I
fuck,
come
dude?
back over, and yeah, he's just in an exhibitionist type of mood tonight.
He's just feeling a little rapey, you know?
I said I moon her. I didn't say I
As
was gonna fucking rape
she's
her.
sitting there tapping on the glass, I'll come over and I'll just like mimic her tapping motion.
And she just kind of like gives you this annoyed look, and she points to, your comm device.
I look at it. I go back to tapping on the glass.
She
Morse
whips
code.
her hair back in frustration and kind of turns away from the idiot at the glass.
Yeah. I shake my head left to right and press the button and say, just because you're in prison doesn't mean you can't have a sense of humor.
She's like, "Oh, was that supposed to be funny?"
Others might have thought so.
And I
Called
go
making
bazanga.
light of the situation.
She said, and then she says, "You know, holding me is not intelligent. Not that I've ever pegged the three of you as intelligent, which is why I feel the need to
So-
tell you."
You're also going on record stating that you got taken down by 3 unintelligent people. What does that say about you?
Pretty easily, too.
Well, there's something to be said for brute force.
That an
you
intelligent
suck at
person
it?
should be able to avoid it. But if all you want to do is exchange insults, I can bring Zeus in here and I'm sure you guys can have a good round at it.
He can poop on your parade or just spawn you. That's not.
You have no idea who I represent, what powers he could bring to bear.
Care to talk about it?
Yeah. it's
Oliver
like
Stone's gonna turn
conversation.
and say, "Do you know who I am?"
Yeah.
Good.
What does Gravlock say to that?
She says, "I don't know, the Tin Man."
Ha!
Burn.
And when Zeus, when you go ha, and he's like, "And you must be the lion," I guess that makes you the Scarecrow. Oh God, am I Dorothy? Oh no, Dorothy is that
You're
shadow
Toto.
bitch you hang out with.
No, you'd be Toto.
Dorothy. I don't know. Dorothy is actually kind of cute. You're kind of eh.
The brave dog working behind the scenes.
Woof woof.
Well, unlike that moronic movie, you do not want to mess with the Wizard of Oz.
It was actually the witch that was the real wizard. The actual wizard was just a dude behind a curtain.
She rolls her eyes.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna use a metaphor, use it correctly. Again, I will reiterate, did you just want to rant on about intimidating us?
I wanted to make sure you fully grasp the situation, so that you're not surprised the moments before your death. But it could be avoided if you
Very
just
good.
let me loose.
I don't think I've ever been surprised by anything. Ever. When you're homeless, you've seen a lot of crazy shit. So, I'm pretty sure she goes on with that and I go, sounds like she's not going to really give him any, excuse me, any information other than being a high-class bitch. I say we just close the comms on her and, you know, check on 1, 2.
Okay.
Well, actually, before doing that, I'll ask her, so do you know what happened to these two folks? Was it like this Romeo and Juliet type of thing? Did they just hold their breaths till they're passed out? What happened?
I'm pretty sure they're dead. They're foaming out of the mouth. They did all this ritualized kind of suicide act. I don't know. Morons. You should take notes, I guess. Maybe
different
they
is their
know
crowd
what I
pleaser, are
know
you?
about who's coming for me.
Oh.
I hope the person who's coming for you is handsome. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth it.
What does that even mean?
Splunk, splunk.
Did it confuse you? That was the plan.
It was gay. It was.
Shh.
Terrible. Oh, whoops. Oh, good.
Searching through my iPod. I'm gonna tape down the comm button. I'm gonna find some annoying ass music to blast her away once we leave the holding area.
Yeah.
Burning music.
Cruel
That's
and
right,
unusual
that's what I
punishment
mean.
is
Psychological warfare.
not something you guys give a shit about, clearly. Alright.
Well, I'm gonna believe her and say that they most likely killed themselves.
You check them?
Yeah, I'll check them.
Yeah, they're quite dead. There's
Oh no.
residual foam around their mouths where they obviously had some kind of acidic reaction. How deeply do you want to inspect them?
Oh, no medic.
Well, knowing
so... I'm no medic, so I'm not gonna really inspect that hard.
Alright,
other than
if
be
anyone
like,
wants to make
I
a
mean-
healing check, I can
I'll just
do
be
like a
like, well-
cursory autopsy, you know?
Sure.
I went around the world before. I've seen dead people.
Alright,
At Night Hill.
so, Steel Guardian, you determined that each of them had a fake tooth. And
It's always a fake tooth.
it's always a fake tooth.
Or a fake finger.
It's always a fake. It's never a fake. It was a fake tip of the pinky. Nope. Always a fake tooth.
Yeah, and that fake tooth obviously had some kind of capsulate in there, probably cyanide.
Haha. Of course, stand up for him and go, well, that's sad. I need to clean up these bodies. Feel like Andrew Gray.
Lift up the toilet and dump him into the septic system.
Seems a little bit too small, but
Yeah, that
how-
I
the
hand
hole's
you a
about
hatchet.
that big.
Oh, a hatchet.
I call in my good friend Krieger.
No.
Yeah.
He clones him. I don't know if you guys can hear, but my son is testing my wife's resolve.
Right.
He's at that
That age
phase.
where he's,
I found the song I'm gonna play.
Oh,
I'll post
God.
it on the TeamSpeak.
Oh god.
I was at that age where he's ready to fight you, Jake, and you're being pulled up.
Basically,
you gotta
yes.
jump to like 30 seconds and go
Oh, I'm not gonna
hit it.
do that on stream, but the rest of you
Alright,
can.
anyway. I'd go dude, I would just be like, I'll tell you whatever the fuck you want to know.
Oh, Steph Mellos is a kid.
Is that my sex junk from what's her name on Bill Nye's new show?
It's
Shit,
called
if-
Fuck Your God.
Oh. It sounds insulting.
Well, right. But the reverence that she has for her sorcerer leader, I can only find it to be so fitting.
Gotcha.
Alright, well, before we do with the bodies, I kind of give the two of them, if they don't know, an idea of maybe who our leader is. And just tell them about Riser if they don't fucking already know.
Yeah, that's all been covered. Andrew, refresh my memory. Did you tell your girlfriend about your secret identity?
Superhero?
Okay, that was Zeus that did that, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No,
My dog
Jake,
shut
I
the
didn't
door.
do
I'll be right
that.
back.
Actually, I didn't do that, Jake. No, I didn't.
I thought you did.
No, see what happened is I said shut up and hit her real hard, and she forgot.
Oh, he one punched her.
Right? How could I forget? This is Z Killer we're talking about. you can't interact with a female without a small sprinkling of misogyny, or in this case, an incredibly large sprinkling of misogyny.
I mean, how else are you supposed to talk to women, Jake? Come on.
You know what? You got me there. And Oliver, your girlfriend is was last we heard from her, she was headed up here from Miami.
Yes.
Greatest, shittiest on earth.
So, you get a phone call from her,
Right?
Oh dear lord.
from Becky. You answer, I assume?
I obviously pick up.
Okay. She's like,
He goes,
Oliver,
oh shit.
I didn't get on the plane.
Oh, you bitch.
Oliver goes to his knees and he goes, no! Removes his pinky tip and kills himself with a cyanide pill that he's been hiding under his fake pinky tip. Nobody expects the fake pinky tip.
As the raindrops hit his face inside of the building.
While eating breakfast.
Uh,
What do you
Like,
really
yeah,
do?
No. Okay, I'm gonna pick up and say, well, after picking up, I'm gonna say, so how come you didn't get on the plane? I thought the plan, well, your plan was to come over here.
Bitch, that ticket
Why-
was non-refundable.
Why are you being a bitch right now? Why'd you come over here?
She says,
I work at a nightclub, not a bank.
I can't leave Raptor.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry, new guy, you're getting cut.
Zeus
right
and
now.
I kind of look at each other and slowly leave the room. Revolve for a moment.
And she's like, I mean, trust me, I want to go back up to Perseton, but I feel like I'm betraying him. I've been his, I don't know, partner in crime ever since I ran into him. You know, patching him up, patching him up like I patched you guys up, and now he's being held by the man, and I can't leave him. I don't know what to do, but I know I can't just abandon him.
Well, if
Come
you
back
feel
to the
you-
room.
If you
I
feel
come
you
back to
can't
you.
leave him, in that case, I would say be careful. And maybe you can start gathering information on where he's being held, what's gonna happen, and keep me up to date. But you have to be
Don't break
careful if you do so.
Okay. She's like, okay, I'll try to figure that out. I'll call you soon. And then she hangs up.
Immediately hangs up. Oof.
And immediately after the call, Oliver Stone goes on Hero Book and he changes status from in couple to it's complicated.
Hero book. All right.
Hero book.
In your command center, you have all these. I assume like you have all these news channels on like silent, playing, and one of them
Most likely,
catches
yes.
y'all's eye, and it is a breaking story about a corporate superhero. Do you guys want to turn on the volume?
Corporate superhero, interesting. Sure.
Sounds weird.
All right.
Stupid.
When you guys turn it on, they're talking about, you know, people of Atlanta are already familiar with their corporately sponsored super protector who goes by Superhero Brisk.
Is it Brisk or Superhero Brisk?
Superhero Brisk.
What a douche.
He's in all the Brisk commercials. And
He makes the most awesome Steve by doing this.
he has the power. He has frost powers, and so you can see how that's, you know. Anyway, whenever he fights crime, he always
He makes iced tea.
he always just hands out some Brisk, and he's you know. But anyway, so with this recent vigilante,
What?
this is a real thing in this world. A superhero Brisk. What, you never heard of him?
Yeah.
Do I have a picture
I
of him?
think-
Just now.
I think Zekeler's losing his shit.
Let
I'm
me
pretty sure he makes Brisk in his mouth and then spits it in yours so you can get a refreshing taste.
You always take things and then sprint with them.
Hey, how you gonna else drink Brisk? Drink through a bottle? Or are you savage?
So let me get a picture of Superhero Brisk for you guys. There you go, that's Superhero Brisk. As you can see,
It has to be black.
he's on theme. He's got the color scheme down. Yeah, so with this new vigilante thing, he has officially joined the ranks of Topaz as
Fucking idiot.
yeah, he's now a member of Topaz. And so there's this big press
I don't know how much
conference
money
going
I'd give
on
him.
about you know, his loyalties to the brand and to the United
you-
States government.
They use them to keep their suits' crotches warm since those ventilators can't keep up.
It's fucking ventilators, man.
Gotta put it somewhere.
Wait, my character goes like, wait, I can get a sponsor? Oh, I might not be homeless anymore.
It's true.
I think about like,
But unfortunately, you know, that time may have passed with the whole topaz thing.
damn it.
They'll
Yeah.
come around.
All right. So, what are you guys planning on doing? Like, what's your next move? I haven't quite gotten a grasp on it, so I don't know where to take you guys.
Well, I don't have clearest idea. Well, we have the gong, and I was hoping that I guess my master would come back, but you know he's being a hole as usual. I'm not too sure. Maybe I'll just sit here. Oh, and I'll save that for later. Instead, I'll go ahead and read bedtime stories to Graflock at night.
I'm already
You
playing
know,
that
she
really
have a
loud
good
ass
sleep.
music.
And over the loud ass music,
Okay.
I'll read her bedtime stories.
So Zeus's
take the
plan
gong
is to torture Gravlock. What about the other two of you?
I mean, it's not
Um,
torture. I'm just reading bedtime stories.
Oliver Stone is gonna look into both what's happening on Perseton, but that's a secondary objective. His main objective, since he has nothing else to do right now, is to look up what's happening with Falcon.
Raptor.
Raptor.
My bad.
All right, roll investigation. I believe you guys have a +2 now, right? You upgraded your HQ to advanced.
Yeah.
Okay, well, basically it's this minus the -2, so I got a 5.
Got a
Our
5.
D-pad now has 2 buttons on it.
All right. In upstate Florida, there is a Topaz detention center. It's kind of a way station, and because we live in an age where the news tells way too much about information they get, you know, they don't believe in security, as it were. So there's this whole news spiel about how, you know, obviously they're going to be moving Raptor to North Carolina, where a complete and full Topaz holding center is.
Okay, so he's gonna get moved bigger to a bigger thing.
Mm-hmm.
What was his? What was gonna be his sentence again?
Vigilantism. I don't really know the legal term of it.
Yeah, but it's prison basically for long.
Yeah.
Okay, cause if he's gonna get moved, it could be a good time to try and break him out if we wanted to break him out. However, knowing him, he would just go back to crime fighting and get caught again.
Not to mention that would be a direct affront against Topaz.
Copaz.
I don't necessarily agree with the way that they want to do things, but I don't plan on making enemies on the sides of the river.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't say the same thing too.
Yeah, well, as I'm just thinking out loud here. Like, I'm not planning any move
Right.
against Topaz or anything. Plus, myself, I have an extra token in the play by still being able to be hired by Topaz for now. So that's another thing I don't want to get out of. 'Cause we
Okay.
could use that card at our advantage eventually.
That's true. But I actually gonna be serious this time and not read bedtime stories in turn. Instead, I'm gonna use my journalistic integrity and research everything. So I'm gonna look into. I guess I'll say 3 things. Gonna look into. I know the bodies are rid of. I was hoping that I at least seen some kind of marking or something that I probably written down to cross reference to see if I could pick it up.
Okay.
That.
So
and
roll
I'm
investigation for
maybe
that.
look into yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna maybe look into the history of the gong, and then I'm gonna look into this new player that's trying to come in
Okay. So roll for
in the
each of
magic
those
community.
in order. So the assassins, the gong, and shatter.
Yeah, and the D&D community, because maybe I want to get a D&D game going. Man, the last one critical.
Okay. Yeah, you find some kind of symbol, symbolism, or some kind of character on the assassin's person, and you through your investigation you learn that these assassins are from the Middle Eastern country of Taji. Which you won't find on a map because it's not real. It's real in this universe.
Do that.
It's real in my heart.
That wasn't supposed to show up on
Oh.
my monitor.
Jake is dead.
Yep. Jacob,
So
he is
yeah,
dead.
you learn that Taji is a pretty modernized country. It's geographically speaking, it's more on the eastern side. It's not up against the Mediterranean or wherever.
Right there in the middle.
So it's more inland. And it is unique in that it's quite xenophobic, and it's also the only country where a religion called Sabul is practiced, and it is the state religion. And since there's a lot of what's the term for the three religions
Trinity.
that come from the Middle East, Christianity,
Yeah.
Judaism, and Islam? There's a term.
I don't know if I...
Well, anyway, because the region is all about those
Trifecta.
three. Well, there's actually a term, but anyway, since the region they inhabit, it's all there's a lot of of those three religions conflicting. That's why they have closed borders and they're isolationists, because they don't want to get involved in any of that crap. They have their own religion,
Okay.
and yeah. There have been reports before where they've actually invited religions other than those three into Taji to for whatever reason, to have some kind of like conference. So there are small groups of people who are Hindu. There's small Buddhist communities. There's but the state religion is Sabul.
Scientology.
I don't know about Scientology, but
Abrahamic religion.
that's
they
the
just
term,
invite
Abrahamic
Tom Cruise.
religions. Thank you.
My
So-
investigation has +4 in real life.
Yeah, it's called Google.
Find out
That's all
about...
it takes. Gotta ask the right question.
And all together, nerd.
Anyway,
Garbage.
Tajia is not part of any larger group. They managed throughout the Cold War to side with neither God damn, my pronoun game is fucked. Or my proper noun, not pronoun. My proper noun game is fucked because they did not join the UN, nor did they join the shit. What was the thing?
North Korea.
No, like the East and in the Cold War. What was it called? Fuck. It was named after a city. Google, come on. What are you doing, Rogue? Google
Man.
faster.
Oh, I'm
It's not
looking at other
Moscow.
stuff.
It's Warsaw
Of course not
Pact.
Moscow.
That's it. They didn't join they're not a part of the UN, and they never joined the Warsaw Pact back when it was relevant. They have been a neutral country. You also read that the only time they've had any kind of international conflict was during the First World War, and after that, not a lot happened. Actually, there may have been an incident during Mao's Communist Revolution because of the Chinese immigrants that live in Tajia. But basically small time stuff. They're a secluded
Okay.
nation.
Gotcha.
All right,
So it's
and
just
then
ladies.
the gong. You don't. I mean, you succeeded, but you don't really. There's not a lot on it. It's all the same information you've already gotten. It originated in. It claims to have originated from China, although these assassins claim that it originated in their country, which you now know as Tajia. And it is said to have magical powers. To cause earthquakes, and tremors, and
Yeah.
whatnot. And lastly, you got
Doesn't type in a
2
computer,
raises
go
on
fuck
Shatter. Well, I'm glad you got 2 raises on Shatter. Shatter is... You basically get his bio. His name is Kurt Bryce. Prior to the antimatter explosion, he was just like a bottom-feeding scumbag. He was unemployed,
Nice.
and he was suspected for... he was involved in quite a few domestic violence, particularly against his girlfriend. And then after the antimatter explosion, he discovered he had powers during one of these domestic violence, in which case he killed his girlfriend. And then when the police pursued him, he managed not only to slip past them, but he managed to flee the country. Reports say that he fled somewhere to southern Asia, and he learned how to control his powers, but he's still a scumbag. So he's come back to he wasn't from Perseton, but he's come to Perseton because he has come to assume some kind of powerful role in the underworld scumbag community because of the power vacuum that you guys have created. He has already amassed a following among the criminal element. Basically, all those that were displaced because their leaders got pinched by you guys, he has rounded up all the stragglers and unified them under him. But mostly they're just into petty crime and stuff. However, he has made it a point that whenever police interfere with his illegal activities, he engages them directly. So far, no police officers have been killed, but a handful of them have been hospitalized. And one is currently in a coma from his run-in with Shatter.
Nice.
He operates around the docks area of the city. And they suspect he's involved with some kind of trafficking operation. Drugs, guns, possibly slave trade. Basically typical scumbag shit.
The fun stuff.
Yeah, he's a super
Yeah,
scumbag.
Well, I lay all the files.
Oh, actually, you got a second. With your second raise, you also know that it is suspected that he has Japanese Yakuza ties. Possibly from his time in Asia. Right, buddy? Yes. My son is very adamant that he has Yakuza ties. He's tripping all over that cord, babe. Is it
Then
8 already?
if he does, Jaken, I would be careful about telling him no when he wants to stay up late. You don't want to have a headless, the cut off head of a horse in your bed when you wake up.
That's the wrong mafia.
I don't know. You think I hang out with these crowds? Look at my face. I'm too beautiful to be beaten up.
Too beautiful to get rolled into a gang. Say hi.
So beautiful.
That's not how you wave here. Hi.
Wait, who the hell are those people?
Okay. I'll be with you in a bit. Yeah. I don't know if you all saw that. There we go. Anyway, my kid is now in 2-piece outfits and 2-piece pajamas, and I'm not ready for it. It's messed
Don't
up.
sound like it.
I'm not ready. It's not cool.
Yeah, you're ready. He's almost a teenager, don't worry.
God.
The girls will be lining up.
Yeah, they already do. Are you kidding? We'll just be walking in the store, and you'll just hear some woman go like, "Those eyelashes!" And we always know what he's talking about. The cat's trying to eat something that he shouldn't be. It's a zoo behind me. So back on track. Yeah, that concludes your investigation rolls, does it not?
Yeah, that should be it.
Cool.
Oh, damn. My eyes.
Alright, you also got a picture of his outfit. Ray, please don't press the keypad while I'm trying to touch stuff. Stop it.
Come here.
That's not what I wanted to do. That's the button I wanted. There you go.
Looks like a ninja deuce. Okay.